Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, TD Bapo. Welcome back to Top Deck Games. We are here for another Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release pass event. Starting things off with Hallowed Fountain. Very chill position for Kevin to play his first land. I think this is a very bad matchup for Amalia, if I'm not mistaken, because based on the number. Oh, never mind. It's not an Amalia combo. I believe this is GreaseFang with the turn one Thoughtseize. This is definitely GreaseFang. It's not Amalia. So let's fix that. And as you saw, the prowess of the deck last night between Erik and Hilkia, GreaseFang is still a force to be reckoned with. So gets a lot of information. 3 lands, Verdict, Wandering Emperor, and Teferi. Very interesting choice for John Dave to go with Emperor. I think the better choice there was Teferi because if I'm not mistaken, the deck only runs 2, and then taking 1 out is actually pretty good. Wandering Emperor is not much of a threat in Pioneer. It's just a good card. Like, you're not worried about that. You're a combo deck, so definitely would have picked the other one otherwise. All right. Up to 17, playing the Innkeeper, getting a treasure token. Or down to 17, is already down with the Mana Confluence. There is the Deserted Beach. But gets the 4th land, so nothing too interesting for Kevin to do. Wait, I'm confused. Is this the... This is Amalia. I am so confused. Okay, it's Amalia combo. My bad, guys. I never thought they'd play Thoughtseize in the main deck. I think it's just a weird card to run. Normally you'd see that with Abzan GreaseFang, but Amalia combo is totally different. Call right there. Explores with the Innkeeper's life gain and tosses out a Chord of Calling. Attacks for 1. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Goes down to 19. Passes a turn. Another land. Okay, there's the board wipe. Yeah, it's fine. I think he can afford to spend the Verdict right there. Okay, so untaps. Okay. Draws for the turn. I think that's a Fauna Shaman, which could easily get your... what do you call this? You could easily get your other combo piece, such as the Wild Growth Walker. I think that's the only missing card for John Dave to actually win the game. Let us see. Right, goes for the Fauna Shaman. Going down to 14. He has Collected Company. That could have been a better play, though. Does he have anything to discard? Oh, it's a Note Scout. Okay. Just passes the turn. Very interesting play there. Kevin has Shark Typhoon. No counterspell. Spends the 2nd Verdict. That's crazy. But I guess he's worried that he's not efficient with his mana on the turn, so which is why he's just forced to play the card. So yeah, Wild Growth Walker is definitely the only missing piece in John Dave's field or graveyard, because he has Return to the Ranks. If it gets if it doesn't get countered, then basically just goes in the combo. Spends it right away. Goes down to 13. Brings back all the 2 mana value creatures. So he's gonna get a bunch of life gain here. He gets a treasure back. Goes trigger with Innkeeper gaining 2 life. 2 instances of gaining 1 life. So he gets 2 life gain triggers. What? Oh, he's only bringing back 2. Okay. Got a little bit ahead right there. Another return to the ranks is actually not bad. Definitely has a lot of options here, John Dave. Looks like he wants to bin. Trying to look for a fourth land. No, keeps it. Alright, keeps it on top and gets a counter. But now Kevin has the option to slam Teferi. Maybe just put back Amalia. Oh, that what a top deck! And he just plays it right away. Sunfall to take care of Amalia and the Prosperous Innkeeper. That is insane from Kevin. Holy smokes. Those are some sick plays right there by Kevin. Incubates 2. So he gets a token later in the game. I'm looking at the other table. Looks like it's not looking good for Miguel. Or rather, Erik, by the way. Man, that was crazy. Okay, draws for the turn, gets the return to the ranks. Man, that Sunfall top deck was pretty crazy. Oh, what's even crazier is he's got another Amalia in his hand. So the time is ticking for Kevin right here. It's about to run out of gas. But if he keeps top decking like that, I wouldn't mind seeing him winning this first game. Man, it's such a card to pull off the top. Gets Dina on the battlefield off the top of the deck after exploring with Cenote Scout. Looks like he's still looking for that fourth land drop because lands are very important. So he definitely has no choice but to probably tick down with Teferi. If he doesn't want to die next turn, he could potentially die the turn after. Kinsegi Gadula. What up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. It's Kevin up against John Dave. Blue White Control and Amalia combo are the decks that you're seeing right now. If you've just tuned in, this is one of our on-demand events for the pre-release pass of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's one of the latest upcoming sets for Magic the Gathering, and everyone's invited. Be sure to register or pre-register if you're interested in getting in for some cool cards. We got really cool reprints. We got awesome upcoming new cards. Yep, so it's gonna take 3, taking down Teferi. No. This is not the Pioneer League yet. Not yet. We may have one later after these games. So do not go anywhere. But if you've missed the if you missed the play earlier, Kevin was able to top deck a Sunfall after a series of board wipes. He gets a third board wipe. John Dave, still no land. Gets the Wild Growth Walker though. I think that's the card that he needed from the top, if I'm not mistaken. Right, takes out Teferi. Doesn't want that sticking on the field. He can definitely pass the turn and just go for Collected Company. Wait, is he gonna go for it? Wow. Okay. He's got the cojones to throw out some Collected Company on the main phase. So he's not worried about the fourth board wipe. That's for sure. He's probably thinking, yeah, pretty sure he doesn't have it. But with Kevin's hand, I believe it's only Shark Typhoon left. So he's gonna slam the Innkeeper and Amalia. Once again, that's the third Amalia that we've seen. Right, explores, gets a fourth land finally, and passes the turn. All right, even gets a treasure from the Innkeeper. Oh, no way! No way! Top decked another Sunfall. What the hell's going on in this game? Oh. Kevin, you son of a gun. Like, your deck is definitely, doing its thing. And this is why you do not main phase your Collected Company, ladies and gentlemen. That happens. There is the one drop life gainer as well. I think he's gonna pass a turn. Not sure if that's a Chord of Calling in his hand. Lunarch Veteran is the name. Alright, he's just gonna pass the turn. So Kevin doesn't really have anything. Yeah, this is looking really rough for John Dave right now because uh, he definitely messed up with that main phase collected company. So the best threat he could do is Chord of Calling instant speed into Amalia. I think he has the mana to do so. Yeah, he has to pass the turn. There's no reason for him to attack because the only way for him to win is to resolve the Amalia combo. So pass its turn. Gets a shark. That's a 5 power toughness shark. Kevin needs another answer or a counter spell off the top. Oh, that's 2 lands. That is very unfortunate. So I think the play here is probably to activate Anchorage and start putting some pressure. I think he needs to leave up a bit of mana just to threaten a counter spell. So he's going to flip one of the incubated Phyrexians. Activates and he's looking to attack. That's 8, 9, 10. Attacking for 10. Pretty sure he can block. I think Chord is like the only play out here. If he takes 1, I think he's still alive. He definitely has the. He should have the mana. Does he have the mana? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he does have. He does have the mana for an Amalia. So if he chords Amalia, he should definitely get the win here. Cheating Amalia in onto the battlefield and gain all those triggers with Wild Growth Walker and the life gain from Lunarch Veteran. No, he's just gonna take it. Oh no. Okay, blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see the life total. It's already down to 7. Not sure about that. Maybe he doesn't have the chord yet, which is why he opted to block. But there was also no reason for him to block because he wasn't dead yet. I'm not sure what that play was about, but I think John Dave is just feeling the pressure right now because he's running out of time. But he does have the return to the ranks, which means he could win the turn after if he combos right now. He should gain a bunch of life. Yep, takes 2. He's gonna risk it. He has to bring back all his creatures in the graveyard. I guess this is pretty much the power of Amalia combo with return to the ranks. Just having all those multiple recursions like off the get. Yes, Dabs. If you weren't gonna play, he could have just borrowed your chords. So, yep, taps out for return to the ranks. I think it's a scoop if he has a veto here or just counterspell. That's for 5. So there's bringing 3. Yeah, that's 3 creatures back from the graveyard with 2 cost. So, wow, it resolves. Okay. And it brings Dina back. Oh, no, Amalia. Okay. I guess the Amalia was definitely exiled. Interesting. Which means he doesn't have it yet. If I'm not sure if Chord is on his hand. Okay, it's Chord, finally. So he's definitely going to combo right now. And I believe he forgot the triggers from Lunarch Veteran. So he's gonna search for, but I think it doesn't matter because he's just gonna go for the combo. Although he should be doing this on his opponent's end step. if he wants to win. Because at this rate, Kevin still has technically 2 blockers, so he doesn't mind if John Dave goes for the combo. So trigger Amalia. I think he should bin that. Oh no, he's gonna keep it on top. Oh, okay, there you go. So if you know the Amalia combo, you want to draw out a bunch of great. You want to draw out a bunch of lands and put all your creatures in the graveyard, so you can do the combo again in case. What do you call this? In case Amalia doesn't get the lethal. Yeah, puts it to hand. Gains life. Explores again. Puts the Selfless Savior on the bin. This is definitely a slugfest for both of these players. This is game 1, by the way, guys. Game 1. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Definitely has to dump a bunch of creatures in his graveyard and searches for Return to the Ranks as his last card. He's already up to 41. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, he's doing the math in his calculator. Okay, goes. Oh, he's gonna do the shortcut because he has. Oh, Aether Flux Reservoir is actually lethal at this point. All right, so there's your actual win con right there, and he's just doing the shortcut. So Kevin needs to top deck like what, a Field of Ruin just to delay. Field of Ruin into another board wipe. He only has a. Yep. So he's gonna flip the incubator. All right, so he scoops it up. Woo! What a game number 1. Very unfortunate for Kevin. Even though he top decked multiple board wipes and Sunfall to bat at it, I think you're not too worried about the counter spells. You could just push through to resolve your combo, but you really have to be smart about it. Like just playing around the counter spells, making your opponent awkward in playing those counter spells. It's gonna been 2 cards, I believe. Yep, even bins the Thoughtseize. So there's a reason why most Amalia decks don't run the card. It just makes the deck less consistent, and you don't really gain so much by disrupting your opponent's hand, unless there's like some cool synergy with the card itself, like the GreaseFang deck. GreaseFang, if you top deck a Thoughtseize, like when your opponent is empty, has an empty hand, but you have your Parhelion on your hand, you can just target yourself to discard the Parhelion and then go for the combo. So no white source for Kevin is actually kind of worrisome. And there's the Innkeeper. Even has no more lies, but unfortunate for Kevin not getting that white source. That's not good. And that's the 3rd land into another blue source. Oh no. Kevin, what type of hand did you keep? This is not looking good. John Dave is already ahead in the curve. And I don't know how Kevin is going to handle this later on. Alright, cast Amalia, and there is the Field of Ruin. There is going to be your first white source, ladies and gentlemen. That was painful to watch. But if Kevin can, top deck a land into a board wipe, but he will need a white source, another white source, I believe, before he proceeds to do the first board wipe of the game. I guess that would make the deck pretty reasonable. Then next turn, he could just either hold up Wandering Emperor or just, get a counter spell and just play Rest in Peace. So he should be okay in that department. Alright. Things are slowly picking up right here. Oh, and it goes for the march. Takes 3 damage. Wow. Okay. There's a little bit of insurance in case he doesn't draw the white source, I guess. That's a very clean answer from Kevin. Exiling his rest in peace, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And no land drop for Kevin. But he has the access to No More Lies, so he should be okay for now. So I think that's the only thing John Dave needs to play around. He could definitely bait out one of his key cards and play Voice of Resurgent. Or play Voice of Resurgent first, just to take out the counterspell. But Voice is actually pretty good in this matchup. Alright, so looks like he killed one of the innkeepers with a Get Lost. And this is what one of the things I'm quite worried about in this matchup. Playing Get Lost against Amalia combo is definitely a no-no. Even gets to resolve a Voice of Resurgence. Does he get a land? No. Yikes. I guess the only play here is Rest in Peace. Because I don't think you want to hold up No More Lies at this point. You just want to hope to top deck a... Wow, okay. So he's thinking about it. He wanted to pass, but he's not sure. Looks like he's about to pass, so he can take a hit from a Voice of Resurgence trigger. I think that's the game plan for Mr. Kevin right here. Okay, so he's gonna play the Wild Growth Walker trigger. Voice of Resurgence with No More Lies. That's definitely gonna counter, but Kevin isn't too worried about that. He can take a hit. He just doesn't want the combo to resolve. I think that's the gist right here. And I don't blame him because that's how he died last game. Okay, gets countered. That should be 3. And they should gain some life from this. 1, 2, 3. It looks like he forgot the trigger. There's one thing you want to practice with Magic the Gathering is to never forget your triggers. So he gets to explore. Not sure where that card is. It's a green card. Keeps it on top. It's not a land though. So we go in for 4. Alright, passes the turn. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Just plays Rest in Peace. He got the 4th land, but it's taps. Not the land you want. Yeah, it's gonna exile all the graveyards. That should shut down the Return to the Ranks. But he has Court of Calling. So if I'm not mistaken, I think he kept the Fauna Shaman off the top. So Kevin is just excited to get his turn back so he could play Supreme Verdict and try to reset the board. Because he already has Rest in Peace, so things are looking like it's about to run out of time. I think it's a land. Yep, gets a Reserverge Thicket. Gonna go in for 6. I believe that should be 7, if I'm not mistaken. Toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. But he's still very low. He plays the Fauna Shaman. Okay, looks like he's just going to walk into a board wipe right now. And that should exile everything. He doesn't even get the trigger from Voice. Because he doesn't get the die. Okay. He literally just walked into that one. Oh, wow. Aether Flux Reservoir. Not enough life total to get that going. Alright, there's the Innkeeper. Stenote Scout. Return to the Ranks. Not going to do anything, so he's just going to be in debt. So he's going to gain 1 life up to 22, and then gets counter for exploring. Wait, what? He's going to keep it? Huh. A little bit of judge rule there. Oh my god, I can't believe I just heard the timer go off. They're already going to time. And Kevin is should not be happy at this point because you're blue eye control. You really want to drag the game as much as you can, but if you're running out of time, then I believe John Dave is about to take this win just by the timer rules. Erik and Miguel have just finished, so not sure who won though. Right, he's gonna push in for some damage. He's already down to 7. So the play here is Shark Typhoon for 3. That should keep him a blocker. So he draws a card, and he looks to block the Innkeeper because that's definitely gonna enable the life gain. He can definitely cord, but I don't think there's anything to cord with. Yep, just takes it, and Innkeeper dies. Goes down to 5. Go to graveyard, and it's looking to pass the turn. See what he got. Another land. Finally starting to get his land drops. I think the play here is to just pass and try to survive. Maybe play a Wandering Emperor on the next turn. Yep. That is a forgot to name the card, but I believe that's the answer to your graveyard, your hate cards. So that's gonna deal with the Rest in Peace. It's an old card from Innistrad. Destroy target artifact or enchantments. Outland Liberator. All right, that's the card that we're looking for. And it's day bound, so he gets to flip if he wants. If he flips and deals damage to opponents, then he can destroy without sacrificing himself. So I don't think it should matter at this rate because they're already going into time, and I believe this is the second turn out of the 5th. Looks like he's just gonna pass. Kevin's just fixing his lands to tap. Goes for Memory Deluge. There's a board wipe and the Dovin's Veto, which is actually pretty good. Needs another card. He just took one card from from the Deluge. I think he forgot about that. He can actually take 2 cards. Right, so he's gonna go in for 3. It's free damage. And he goes for another board wipe. I think he should activate at this point. No, he's not gonna activate. He was about to. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So Outland Liberator gets to find some action, and they should go to the graveyard. Yes. All right. I think this is the 4th turn, if I'm not mistaken. Plays a land. I guess you should just play Reservoir at this point. Alright, there it is. And he could have vetoed that if he took the card. Okay, there it is. Turn number 2. And he has Temporal Lockdown and Wandering Emperor. Gets a land into... Probably play the backside of Lunarch Veteran. Alright, plays the Wandering Emperor at end step, makes a token. I don't think he has... I mean, he can try to kill him in 2 turns. Maybe with the Hall of the Storm Giants to try to get a draw. Yep, and that's what he wants to do. So that's 7, if I'm not mistaken. 7 plus 2, that's 9. It's down to 12. It should be lethal next turn. That's 11 plus Wandering Emperor tick up. Yeah, that should be lethal on the turn after. But I'm pretty sure John Dave is just gonna play a card so he can just get up of his life total. Not sure what they're trying to argue about, but something about the Wandering Emperor. Man, this game is definitely taking a toll for both our players right here. This is the matchup you don't want to go up against, especially if you're trying to be efficient with time. So it looks like there's a bit of a miscommunication. Yeah, it's a down tick. They were arguing if they if they were if Kevin made a uptick or down tick on that turn. I'm looking at life total and he took 9, not 10. So end step, he should gain 1 life. You forgot the trigger. Dang it, John Dave. You forgot. But this is the play. If he wants to live. Wait, what? He has Redain. So I think he went for XS2. What would he be getting at? Amalia? Yeah, he's getting Amalia. Don't know if it's gonna do anything. It could just pretty much block. I think the best top deck right now at this point is Wild Growth Walker. Like that should just end the game at that point. Yeah, he has 1 shot. All right, gains 1 life finally. he did not forget the trigger. So turn 4 is getting really douchey. So gets his turn back. Is it a Wild Growth Walker? It's a Sinnoh Scout. No. He's gonna play it. So trigger, Sinnoh Scout, and Aether Flux Reservoir. What's at the top? It's a land. Oh, because it gained 1 life, and Amalia gets to explore again. Right, there's the other trigger. Bins the Voice of Resurgence. I forgot to play the backside of the Lunarch Veteran, because he could gain another life. Alright, turn 5. I don't know how Kevin is going to win this, because the Hall is definitely not a flying creature. Alright, all he has to do is just block, and that's it. This is turn 5, by the way, so he's gonna take 2, and that's game. So congratulations to John Dave for holding it out. There, I would see a Thoughtseize, Parhelion, GreaseFang. He's got everything. Holy crap! That's a keep. And James Mark going to Mulligan. Looks like Mr. Erik here has the nuts of a hand. Easy keep. James, on the other hand, is definitely behind the ropes right now. So he's going to keep his 6. It's about to start. Alright, so he's going to Thoughtseize him, taking out the Light Paws. So Light Paws is actually pretty good in chaining all your enchantments for your big creature or your Bogles. So that's actually a good pick there. And turn 1 Squirrel for James Mark is gonna pass. That's definitely a Grizzly salvage. See if you could get a looter or binning a bunch of. Okay, there it is. The cartouche. That is a Bitter Triumph. Oh, but he didn't get a land. Okay, so it looks like he's about to take out the cartouche, and he gets a land. Double GreaseFang. Oy, oy, oy. So he's a turn late, but looks like Erik is about to win next turn. Oh my god. So attacking for 2. That's not going to do anything that much. Looks like this is the killer move for Mr. Erik. He should slam the... Oh, he doesn't have it? Oh, no way. No way he doesn't have it. He's going to play the Shockland tap. Oh, okay. Of course he has it. Come on. Saw it in his hand. Parhelion triggers, gets it right in, gets the rat right in, and he's gonna take 13 damage off the air with a bunch of angels, and takes out Parhelion back to its hand. So James Mark needs to chain a lot of cards here, like really good time, because next turn he's gonna. I don't know how he's gonna block 16 damage off the air, or rather 21. Like that's super unfair. Cartouche. So Light Pulse is gonna trigger. He's gonna put it on one of his creatures. Getting an aura from the deck. Probably another cartouche. Or Grip's Boon. Grip's Boon is actually good to block one of the creatures. Probably Sentinel's Eyes. Keep it vigilance. He needs life gain. And to Audacity. So it looks like he wants to make Light Pause big. He's definitely going to keep it as his main creature to pump. Ethereal Armor. I think he should have gotten the, what do you call this? Griff's Boon into Ethereal Armor. Yeah, that would have been better. Because if I'm not mistaken, Ethereal Armor gives first strike as well. And he needs lifelink. He needs lifelink so bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 on the air. You can even opt to double block just to really shut him off. But here comes the painful turn for Erik. There it is. Here comes the Conniver into Parhelion. He's gonna go with combat and he's gonna scoop it up. Alright, so very easy, clean win for Erik right there. So James Mark is at back of his ropes. And Erik is just getting ready to draw the card for turn. Glade Cover Scout is definitely the play there. Question is, what's next? Into Cartouche. For 2. I don't like that. Oh, it looks like Erik was a bit excited playing the card. I was just laughing. What did they? Why did I do that? It just revealed Grizzly Salvage. Illegal play, sir. You can't do that. But now you can. Take one again. Audacity. Erik is just, gonna patiently wait. Still attacking. Down to 13. Not looking good for James Mark. I kind of feel like unless he has an answer right now. Wait, is that Rest in Peace in his hand? Why did he not play it? What is it? Oh no! Why didn't he play it? No, and he got the Surge of Salvation that turned late. What is happening? I mean, Erik could have just played the GreaseFang right away. He already had the combo, but I don't know what's happening, man. What is this game? Just a weird sequence of events. But now it's putting James in a very awkward position because the combo is just a turn away. So it looks like he is forced to play Light Pause into nothing. Yikes. He is down to 7. There's a Knights of Autumn right there, which is actually pretty good. I don't think it matters at this point. You can just slam GreaseFang and stabilize. Yeah, he has to play it first. Gets a Parhelion. I don't know about that. Yep, easy. Double Angels. Down to 5. He needs a life gain here. All that glitters could definitely be a backbreaker. Or a second land. What's the wording for Light Pause? Aura, you may search for a library with aura mana value less. Equip that battlefield to Light Pause. Oh no. This is not looking good. I mean, the only upside for Light Paws on the field is that he could chain a bunch of auras onto himself, just to buff and all that glitters or ethereal armor if he had one. But he's already committed to a bunch of auras on the Glade Cover Scout, so I don't know. He has no choice. So he's gonna search before he draws from the Rune of Sustenance. Can make him a blocker with Grip's Boon. I think that's an option. All the glitters, okay. So Light Paws is definitely big. That's 4. So Light Paws is now 6. So draws from it, gets a land. That's pretty good. But it's tapped. And he doesn't have a black source for Kaya. And he's just gonna attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, that's 6. It's forced to block, I guess. With the Angel. Interesting turn of events here. Forcing to block. So he's gonna gain a bunch of life, but loses the Glade Cover Scout. And draws from the Audacity. Gets a Sentinel's Eye. I don't think he wants to cast anything yet. Because he's gonna die on the backswing with just GreaseFang and the Angel. But I think this should be... Oh no, he's gonna cast it! He doesn't have a blocker! I don't know if James has figured it out. Yikes. That's already dead? I think he's already dead at the backswing. Oh no. If only he knew. He's about to figure out when he passes the turn. After he searches whatever he's searching. Grip's Boon, yeah, but Light Paws is tapped. Can't block. If the math is correct, he just dies to GreaseFang and Angel. He's just laughing. I think he figured it out. No, he's gonna play it. He's gonna try to play it out. Dude, he's already dead. He's down to 8. There you go. Why? Why did he attack? No. My God, Erik gets the win. So down to 4. Oh, yikes. Even bottoming. I guess that's his only shot. Turn 1, Thoughtseize. Turn 2. Oh no, it doesn't even go for the Thoughtseize. Wants to keep a Rafine's Informants, which is not bad, but he would definitely be, it would be an argument to whether he'd keep the Witherbloom command, which can kill one of his creatures, potentially. And he was on the play. That's super rough. So looks like a Chord of Calling and Innkeeper. Yep. And he's good. And he has Thoughtseize as well. So, it's my turn. Double Thoughtseize. That's not that card you'd want to draw as well. There goes your Rafine's Informants. Yep. Plays the land, passes the turn. Just hoping for a Grisly Salvage. Oh, Rafine's Informant. Nice. And he bins the Seeker's Chariot, which is good. Now, Erik has a game plan, and he's just going to play the land. Technically, he's ahead at this point. Very interesting. John Dave right now. May I remind him that he needs to remember his triggers, by the way, so it doesn't mess up his combos. Alright, so Wild Growth Walker, no land drop though. So he is 2 cards away from making the combo. That's a Skyclave Apparition, not a land. He could play Thoughtseize. But then again, the risk of playing Thoughtseize right now is probably hitting one of Erik's artifacts. Doesn't even go for an attack. And goes for 3 again. At this point, I think John Dave really needs a land. Looks like he's gonna activate the Fauna Shaman, discarding Skyclave Apparition. That's gonna resolve. So he's going to reveal Amalia, but no sign of an enabler for his life gain. So they're gonna trade, which is pretty good. Now John Dave gets to stabilize into another card of calling. I guess he just plays the Amalia at this point. Yeah. Yep. Nothing too fancy. Doesn't even go for the attack. Oh, there's a Sentinel. I think that's the only play Erik can do. And he gets a map token. And he's got Crackets. Trying to look for some answers. Another Sentinel. Interesting choice whether to keep it on the top or just bin it. Alright, so definitely desperate for a GreaseFang just to close out the game much quicker. Oh! There it is! The combo's there. So I think... But he can't pull off the combo just yet. Like, he has all the pieces, but Veteran does not trigger itself, so this is actually pretty awkward. And he lacks a green source for the Card of Calling. I guess the play here is Thoughtseize. Yep. And he got nothing. So the question is whether he'd want to... Yeah. Right, it's taking the risk. It's just a land. If that was a Parhelion into GreaseFang, that would have been so brutal. Right. Gets a Bitter Triumph. So now the Sentinel is actually getting bigger. Gonna pass the turn. The question is whether John Dave can get a green source for Card of Calling. I top deck a Sentinel. This is so awkward. Oh. He just needs a land. He was supposed to be ahead in this game. Can't even cast Card of Calling. This is what makes the deck a bit awkward sometimes because, like, you normally want your green creatures on the field to enable the Card of Calling. But at this rate, seems John Dave already has the pieces, but not at the right sequence to combo off. And now he has access to Bitter Triumph. So that's going to trigger. It's going to force the block. And he's going to activate the map token, which gets him a land. Plays the plains. He's not worried about anything at this point. Ah, there it is. It could have been there last turn. Temple Garden. 1, 2. But now that he sacrificed his Wild Growth Walker, now he's going to force to play the Sentinel, which is going to trigger both the Veteran and itself. And he should gain life. He should gain life. He forgot the trigger. Dang it. He's supposed to gain life and explore. John Dave, if you're watching this in the replays, this is your fault. Yeah, he took the map token. It's like, hey, it's not yours. So that could have been a crucial trigger for John Dave to actually filter his top deck with Amalia. But unfortunately, definitely forgot to trigger it right there. I should have reminded him last game. But at this point, Erik is also kind of in an awkward position as well because he just has a bunch of lands and Bitter Triumph in his hand. So not much to go around except for this Sentinel right now that has just been doing the beatdowns. Alright, blocks with the Lunar Veteran. I think he's getting low at this point. Another Bitter Triumph. What the hell? as Thoughtseize, but he could fire it off. Looks like John Dave is losing grip of this game. Double Court of Calling. Going down to 14. Just checking his graveyard. That Sentinel is already looking very big right now. And John Dave Sentinel, I don't know if it's going to do anything. It's going to go off and fire off the Bitter Triumph for Amalia. So, looks like he doesn't want to... Okay, so going to discard, but take 3 as well, taking out the Amalia. And he has a second one off the top. So he's not too worried at this point. He can definitely play the Lunark backside. Yeah, and to top it off with the mulligans earlier, looks like John Dave's going to play the backside of Lunark Veteran as a blocker, I guess. He's probably going to fire off the map token at this point. This is feeling very awkward for John Dave. Alright, gets a land. That's a land. So slowly enabling that Court of Calling, but I don't know what he can search for. Probably just another Skyclave Apparition if he has a second copy in the deck. So thinking whether he'd take out the Sentinel first. Yeah, I was thinking about it. He's gonna gain 1 life. He's already down to 7. Trigger. Let's see if John Dave calls it for a block. That's already 6. Yep, blocks it. And he should gain 1 life, if I'm not mistaken. Right, just holding off the Bitter Triumph from the top. John Dave is slowly losing grip of this game. This is the first game, by the way. Only has a bunch of lands. And a mana confluence to top it off, so... Passes the turn. Might go for the Bitter Triumph. Nope. He's gonna save it. He's gonna make him forced to... Oh, that's a Sky Sovereign. It's pretty good. The question is, which is going to play? Yep. It's going to trigger, gets another map. He's getting so much value just by having a bigger Sentinel and just attacking turn for turn. He's going to fire off the Bitter Triumph during combat. Nope. He's going to let John Dave decide whether he wants to block or throw in the Court of Calling. So he is going to block. Okay. And in response, Court of Calling for 3. Taking 1 damage, down to 6. It's gonna let it resolve. Yep. So definitely the choice would be Skyclave Apparition. Oh. Extraction Specialist could be good, but that doesn't answer the current threat on the board, so I think Skyclave is the best option here. Unless he doesn't have it, then he's in a bit of a pickle here. He's losing so much life. Yeah, I think he doesn't have it. And he's looking at his graveyard. Oh my god, John Dave. That was your only copy, the deck? Must be rough for John Dave. So he's gonna reveal Extraction Specialist just to, buy some time. Probably get an Amalia or what goes Walker. Yeah, Amalia should be the key here. Alright, mix back Amalia. What is the response going to be? Oh, I forgot he has Sky Sovereign, so that should take care of Amalia as well. Oh, super ahead. He could try for a map token first before firing off the Sky Sov. Nope, she's gonna get a clean answer. Goes for the Extraction Specialist. All right. And he's gonna get the map token, make it bigger. Grizzly Salvage. Actually pretty good because he could go for a GreaseFang at that point. He could go for a GreaseFang turn. Next turn. So now John Dave needs to top deck something very good. Oh, that's a return to the Rex. Holy moly. Now he's looking at the graveyard. Oh my god. But it's very... He could bring 3 creatures back? Yeah, that should be it. He doesn't want to convoke the Amalia, definitely. Because that should be lethal? He's only bringing back 2. Oh no, and he tapped out. Oh my god, he should have killed the Amalia. Oh... I think that was the better call. Crazy top deck from John Dave with return to the ranks. Yep, and Erik is already reading the card. Oh my god. Yep, and he's gonna combo. And that should gain him just enough life to try to look for Aetherflux Reservoir and fill his graveyard once again. So that's gonna trigger. Amalia triggers. Gets a land. This is gonna do a shortcut here, separating 2 piles. One is getting all the lands in his graveyard. And what the hell? Haywire Might. And he has access to Besaja as well. Yep, there's Dina. Your second win condition. Alright. Yep, that's not 20 yet. If he gets the Aetherflux Reservoir, and that should be game over. There you go. Alright. So all he has to do is just count all the lands he got and the cards that he binned in the graveyard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's gonna pull out his calculator and see if he can get the win this turn. Erik is tapped out, and the only card in his hand is Bitter Triumph, which should have been his saving grace. And he scoops it up. All right, we're going to game number 2. I think John Dave is ready to mulligan. With Aetherflux, you don't want that in your starting hand. You need that in your deck. Because you're just eventually going to find it with Amalia. Oh, looks like it's a keep, though. Alright, starting up with Thoughtseize. Targeting John Dave. There's a Wild Growth Walker. Innkeeper. Thoughtseize is one of the most impactful cards in the Pioneer formats. Also in other formats, such as Modern. Ooh, he's got a cheeky card right there. Remorseful Cleric. It's actually a pretty good card. Actually deals with Erik's graveyard, which technically locks out the combo for Erik's side. Yep, and he takes it out. Now he has to worry about the combo, though. But if Erik gets a GreaseFang combo in turn 3, I think he is locked in for this game. Whoa! Lush is the land for the turn. Very interesting. Which means he probably won't get the Amalia or rather the GreaseFang combo, because he's keeping it on top. There's a Sanote Scout. Blooming Marsh into Innkeeper. Yep. Gains a treasure token. So actually, next turn he could go for the combo. Oh, and there's the Grizzly Salvage. You hate to see it. Ooh. That's pretty much why he kept it on the top. So he would definitely play Lango. Let's try to hold up a instant speed reaction. He's thinking really hard because that last game was definitely brutal for him. So I think the best play here is to pass the turn. Oh, wow. Or slams GreaseFang right off the top. If he top decks Amalia, I we'll definitely say the game is over. Damn, very risky mindset right here for Erik. Sometimes it's not bad, but another Sinnoh Scout. Okay, so definitely not going to see that's happening. Oh, wait, he does have it in his hand. So he already has the combo. So the sequence would definitely be Amalia. Yep. So he's going to trigger the Innkeeper. And he's going to trigger Amalia. Explore top. There's the Chord of Callings. He's definitely going to put in the graveyard. Oh my god! What the hell? The handshake! It was just right in. Oh, wow. John Dave taking it 3-0 here at top deck.